It's something I always practice. And I learned this from a very famous person. His name is Abraham Lincoln. You heard of Abraham Lincoln? Yeah? He wrote a book. And the book was about talking. The book was about talking, actually. And he says that communication is key to success. You believe that? I believe so. You could be a very good doctor, but if you don't talk, who would know you're a good doctor, right? That's why I like the doctors who would explain to you things, explain why, the rational, all of those things. You tend to immediately connect with them. Why is that? Because they're communicating with you. They let you understand. In fact, the meaning of a doctor is to educate. That's the real origin of the meaning, to educate. So it's really our responsibility as leaders. In fact, great leaders are great communicators, meaning they could communicate their ideas. Because ideas are just like seeds, yeah? It's a seed. And kind of like you could pick up ideas every day. But someone who could communicate an idea, meaning you give that seed to someone. You communicate how to germinate that seed. You talk about a concept. You're actually able to engage them and make them understand it's not my tree you're germinating. It's not my company that you're building, but it's actually your business. It's your ideas. It's your thing that you're building. You're not building QNet coming here. Why would we want you to build QNet? We did that. You come here to build your own business. So when you speak of communicating, right, your first responsibility, I would say, is to really learn how to communicate clearly. Because else nobody would know. And the problem most people have, just like somebody who just attended a business presentation and they get so excited, yeah? They get so excited, they come home. And this excitement, they tell their husband, oh, I'm going to make 20,000 a week. I'm going to, they tell everybody, and the substance is not there. They're just talking about the excitement. And of course, the next day, when you talk to this prospect that you were, going to sign up, the next day, they're just totally demotivated. They didn't sleep that night. Why is that? They just had a talk with their wife or their husband, who was not in your presentation. Or they had to talk with their mother, and they didn't sleep that night. The next day, when you follow up, you're not talking to them anymore. You're talking to someone. Because the answer would be, oh, I don't have time, sorry, I cannot do this right now, I think this is a scam, or you start hearing excuses that was not there the first day. Do you understand? Who are you talking to now? You're talking to the people who discourage them. When you start seeing this or experiencing this, don't get discouraged. And those questions are not really negative questions. They're questions of concern. Meaning they're not sure. Is this a scam? Is this like this? Is this like that? So generally, when you're brand new in the business, you react. When somebody says, oh, this is a scam, this is like this, and you say, no, this is not a scam, you fight with them. Why would you do that? Why would you fight with them? They're just concerned. The problem is you don't know the answers to those questions. So you become so defensive, right? So what I would like to talk to you about this evening is something I spoke about many years ago, but I want to talk about it again because it's very important. And this is the talking points of how we communicate. So Abraham Lincoln did an acronym of the word talking. And he explains the responsibility a person has when he speaks, when he talks. And he says the first responsibility you have when you start talking is that you must know the timing. So T stands for timing. You won't forget this. You don't need to take notes. Okay, so we're just going to go to Talking. So he starts with T, the letter T. He says T represents timing. Just like right now I'm talking to you, right? I'm talking to you right now. And I have a good timing. Why is my timing good? Perfect timing. Because you all are here and you know I'm going to be speaking to you. So meaning the timing was set up. It wasn't an accident. You were not trapped to listen to me. You know who I am, right? And you're here, you're very receptive. You wanted to listen to what I have to say because the timing is perfect. Now try this. Try talking to someone and the timing is not right, is not good. And normally that happens when, you invite people or it's in a funeral, everybody's mourning, and then you start doing a business presentation during the funeral of your husband. You're doing a business presentation. Have you seen this? Or you were invited for a party or a dinner. The next thing you know, we're doing a business presentation, and kind of like you're trapped. What do you think of that timing? Timing is everything. Just like in music, if you're out of tune, you say the beat, you're not there, it sounds irritating. Yes, exactly. Why? The timing is not there. On an engine, right? If the timing of the engine is off, you're wasting gas, right? It's not flowing well. So similarly, in talking too, there is timing there. Why must there be timing? Because the person you are to talk to needs to be 100% sitting there, listening, okay? And appreciating and knowing, understanding why you're there, why you're talking with him. Because if the interest is not there, right? Knock, knock, no one is there. He's there, but he's not there. The house is there, but it's empty. So what do you get? Nothing. It's a waste of your time. So Abraham Lincoln says, you must find the timing. Like I remember when I was a kid, you would try to get some allowance from your mother. You cannot do it while she's washing the dishes. All right? You can't do it while she's on the phone. You get a smack on your face. So I find the perfect timing. I sit her down, massage her in the shoulders a bit, get her slippers, clean my room, throw the garbage. You do some little bit of a work. Then later on, you know what I mean? You do your speech. She's there 100%. Then you close. Because the timing is right. So same thing in your business. You have to set up a prospect when you got them in the best time. That's why you wonder, huh? You talk to this lady for hours. She didn't sign up. Then next thing you hear, your cousin signed her up. Or she signed up under someone else. Is that sad? And you're going, wait a minute. She pirated my prospect. How could she pirate your prospect? She didn't sign under you. But people come to us, oh, Mr. Japa, they pirated. What do you mean pirated? She didn't sign up under you. You did all the talk, but there was no one there inside the house. The timing was wrong. I don't know what you did, but she didn't hear you, but now she heard the other person. Why is that? Timing is off. Now, how do I teach you timing? I cannot. You gotta figure what the timing is. But I know don't do presentation during funerals or the lady's just getting married, right? Or he just started a business, or he's opening a restaurant. So many, many, many things. So you gotta find the timing. You have to set them up. Invite them and tell them the purpose for that talk. Why you're bringing them. No lies. Right? And if they're already having objections, sometimes, I don't know if you still do that during my days, we do our invitation on the phone. So on the phone, I don't tell much. I just say, can you give me 15 minutes? I've got 15 minutes. If he gets excited, he wants more time from me. 15 minutes. It's not too much. So you ask for 15 minutes, right? What is it all about? Is it about networking? He said, no, if I explain to you on the phone, it would be a disaster. It's better I see one-on-one because I see you as a very important person. So I want to sit down with you face to face and actually present something. It's an opportunity. I want you to see it. You're one of the people on my list, top of my list, that I want to present this. It's just say yes or no. Give time. Don't say, oh, what time? Are you free at 7, 8? No. Give your time. If you cannot make it that time, okay, what about tomorrow? What about Tuesday? What about this? So you take the lead in terms of setting up, this is the time I'm available, this is the time I could give you the presentation. Can you come this time? If not, what day is available? I'll check my schedule and I'll give you the time. Agree on a time. If you cannot, then go to another person and go back to that person to find that time. And that would be the timing, because this time when you talk to him, he's there for you. He'll give you the 15 minutes. The second letter is A. And A represents appreciation. So meaning while you're talking, you must also appreciate where the person is coming from. They may have objections during your talk. They may be feeling warm, uneasy. And you would know by looking at body languages, yeah? They couldn't relax. Stop. Ask. Are you okay? Are you feeling hot? Are you feeling cold? Can we adjust the temperature? Right? Is the sun bothering you? Right? Is the chicken, who's bothering you? How can I help? How can I make you comfortable? Because sometimes when we get into a speech, yeah, we turn on the TV. Kalas, I have to finish it or else I'm going to forget. But see, in the process, it's like I was talking to you. There's going to be disturbance, yeah? Change of mind. This is part of life. But don't get into your spiel where, no, don't disturb me. No, look at me. You have to be ready for disturbances. You have to be ready for interruptions, because life is full of interruptions. It's gonna come, and you cannot be like, no, we have to finish this. Then it means you don't care about them. They will feel that right away. This guy doesn't care about me. He just wants to do his sale. He doesn't appreciate me. And appreciation refers to when a person is having some objections, you actually take the objections instead of pretending and saying, no, this cannot be. How do you know? Find out. Come back. And you know this person would appreciate you too, because she knows you're not after just selling something. You're coming back to answer. So then there's this puzzle missing. See, everyone has this missing puzzles. Those missing puzzles are their questions. So if you answer one, boom, puzzle. Another question, boom, another concern. Because questions are basically concerns. They're hidden concerns. People just hear stuff. They're hidden concerns. So if I truly want you as a long-term partner, right, I must deal with your concerns.
This is what our business is all about. We deal with concerns. We educate people of their concerns because those concerns are valid concerns. Nobody wants to be scammed. It's your responsibility. It's your duty to tell them how to protect themselves from scams. Not just from other business, but even from our business. There are people who's going to use our company, use our system to scam you. So it's your responsibility to make sure you're not cheated, and you have to make sure that the person you bring in would be very well educated, that they would know what they got into. Don't just sign up people say, oh, okay, just sign up. I'll build your left side. I'll build your right side. This is nonsense. This is a lie. Nobody could do that. You tell them what they're getting into. You want to be successful in this business, you have to build it yourself. You put the effort, right? Don't rely on your upline. And you need to carry it out, down. Because whatever you do in the beginning, if it's wrong, if you're doing the wrong thing in the beginning, this business is all about duplication. You know that, right? Unethical businesses. And that's what we have in some places. And that's why we have all of this bad publicity going on. Right? Come on, guys. We've been around for 24 years. You still think we're a pyramid company? So it's very important, and I really want you to grasp this. Because the people outside can never destroy our business. You know who destroys our business? Us. We are our worst enemy inside. So it's very important for us to be sync and really understand what is this business all about. So it's very important for us to at least understand these principles, because I cannot teach you the details of networking. There's so many books written on networking. Understand that, learn that, okay? So what I want you to understand right now is that learn the timing, okay? Learn how to appreciate the people you're doing business with. Treat them as $1 million prospect. They could be your Aaron George. They could be your Patman. They could be your Shipra. They could be, the top leaders we have. It could be one of them that you sign up. Would you know who they are? No. How do you choose? If you're signing up a Patman tomorrow, how do you treat that prospect? How do you present to them? You know that someone, there's, for example, you have this business you want them to invest on, right? And you're going to be meeting an investor, a millionaire investor. How do you prepare for him? Would you come prepared? Why? Oh, he's a millionaire. He's going to invest in my business. We come prepared, right? Is that the same preparation you make when you meet a prospect downline? You don't. Oh, the guy, he's my neighbor. Oh, he's just wearing shorts. Baba, you don't care. Because you don't appreciate. You don't see the potential. If you were to sign me up, if you were signing me up 26 years ago, you would not sign me up. No way you would sign me up. If you saw Patman, when I met Patman when he was 22 years old, right? You would not sign him up. He was a joker. All he does was and he was meant to be a lawyer. You know that? Patman is a lawyer. Would you believe he's a lawyer? He was just joking around the whole time. He was 22 years old when I met him. He was such a joker I don't know what to believe in him, like 50% right, or just like, he's just telling a joke the whole time. You would not sign him up. I didn't sign him up. Dato signed him up. Why is that? Because, and this is what I learned from Dato, you must always see, don't look at this person now, okay? Look at him 5 years from now, 10 years from now. What can he be? What's his potential? You must look at them, the future. Oh, this guy is going to be a Patman. This guy is going to be this. Going to be a Sati. Going to be an Arun Shorts. And then you would look at them differently now. Appreciation. You got the point? Appreciation. The third letter is, guess what? What's the third letter? L. And L refers to, in the process of talking, you must learn how to listen. You have to learn how to listen while you're talking. Because by listening, I get to see, I get to listen, right? Who's interested and who's not, with your smile, with your faces, with your body languages. You could read, you could assess. Even before coming here, I asked, what was the topic that was discussed? What were their questions? What's the crowd? What's the energy? Those things you could know before you even meet a person. Would you not know that before you meeting, before going to battle? Do you not equip yourself and know the enemy? How do you know who you're fighting with? Is he an ex-Marine, or is he a top leader of this company before? And you're coming to him with your kindergarten speech, and you want to catch a big fish, and your hook is like tiny worm. What do you catch? You catch the same people a little bit lower than your caliber. And this is why we have to expand ourselves. Why we have to learn, educate, and listening. Just like what you're doing right now, you're listening. And the people who listened, the last VCon, they have made progress. You know why? Because they listened. Listening means doing. So listening is so important, and people hardly listen anymore. So listening means being very sensitive, understanding. That's why appreciation is there. You know how the responsibility of talking is so big. Because at the end of the day, the reason for you to talk is to convey a message. You want to communicate. You know, the word communicate is key to success. So what's the next letter? K. What is K? Knowledge. What is knowledge? You have to know what you're talking about. You cannot just like blah, 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 blah. You cannot just be shooting blank bullets. That's why the rule is. And you, in the airport, you could do this. The person you're talking to, you could tell them who you are, and you could do the all lies because you're not going to see them again tomorrow. Hopefully not, right? But if you plan to see this guy tomorrow, if you plan to see him the next week, the next month, if you plan to sign him up, you plan to marry him, her or him, whatever your plan is a bit more long term, dude, begin with the truth. Okay? Because you're not going to go far. So knowledge is crucial. Knowledge on the plan, knowledge on the business, knowledge on the country, the rules, the regulations, policy and procedures, the products that you're talking about, the points you're talking about, everything you're talking about in any angle. Test me. Ask me any questions. You should be able to answer. So knowledge is everything. After K, what do we have? I means integrity. You know what integrity is? It refers to them trusting you. credibility. That's why it's important for you to establish your integrity, and not just establish it, but to continuously place yourself in a continuous, integral part. Because integrity is a pillar. You cannot be successful without having this integrity. My word must be enough. What's the next one? N. N means need. What is a need? You have to know what the person needs. Because everybody has needs, right? Mom in the hospital, or struggling for financing the house, or debts, or so many things that we need. We need to somehow find out the need of that person. Because if you find out the need of that person, it doesn't mean we're going to give them money. No, never do that. But find their needs. You have to be knowing your downline's needs and feeling that out when they're losing motivation, when they're losing encouragement. Because see, actual nourishment comes from words, not food. The nourishment of the soul comes from positivity, empowerment. What makes you survive difficult times is actual nourishment. So in the process of talking, you get to find out all of these things. This is why I want you to be sensitive. Find out all of these things. And the last, once you find that, give it. G stands for giving. And this is where service comes into place. You see we have a lot of in-service. Those in-service are your upline. Do you know they're making thousands of dollars? Yeah? They're big top earners. And we're not paying them to serve you. They're not being paid to serve. They come here voluntarily. They even undergo training. Why? Because they learn that they need to give back to their downlines. Giving your time, making you comfortable, making sure that you also get to learn what they have learned so that you may be able to carry on the very lesson. So we want you to be educated. We want you to educate. That is our business. Our business is educating people.